The Executioner's Axe is the best. Can I not make two-handed weapons? That actually makes me... I was kind of hoping to make a big two-hand weapon, but I guess not. Let's go ahead and make this sword. We need 1 iron, an exotic wood, and a copper. How about we just have everything we need right there? The long swords are two-handed? Yeah, we're going to be making the one hand. All right, here we go. Let's do it right, chat. Let's do it right. Gonna lower that a bit for you guys. Hey, Mutt.
This is going to take a while yet.
Let's go heat it back up. Cool. Hey, Rala, how are you?
Looks like it's almost done. That looks good. Now just to temper it.
All right. I'm a little concerned because when we heated it up the first time, I heated it up too hot. And I don't know if that screwed up the quality. It might have. I really hope that we can buy more Toledo steel from him when his inventory maxes out. It'll probably say 3 quality here regardless. Oh no, there it is. Hell yeah, dude. Top quality. Still not as good as our broadsword. Interesting. Oh, wait. Mm. There it goes. Beautiful. Hell yeah. Okay. We got it. All right. Well, that was freaking awesome. So, oh, Avosny, I don't know if you noticed on the very last horseshoe we made yesterday, but I finally figured out how to make horseshoes properly. Yeah. I was trying to go, I was under the assumption that we were supposed to just go back and forth. That's why I was missing so much. But you can carefully maneuver it all around the outside, which is exactly what I should have done. Yeah, it felt great. Once we learned how to do it properly, it felt fine. Mm-hmm. Go down the well? I'd like to, eventually. Yep, who's this guy?
I see you've got a dice table here. Fancy a game?
I'd love to, but Father Nicodemus took me for everything I had. I've got nothing to wager. Oh, wait a mo. I may have something after all. The guards found something on this one thief they caught. Some sort of map. They thought it might lead to the thief's hoard. They wanted to go looking for it, but I took the map from them. Want to play for it?
Yes, I do.
I'll gladly play for the map.
Let's get to it then.
Oh, Madricog, good call. Thank you very much. I will definitely keep that in mind.
At CohhCarnage, a small tip: hoard Toledo steel until you get to Cuttenberg. You will need 3+ for something.
Awesome. Tara says, are you under a fox pot? I will check that out. Thank you. And then Narcus Day.
Wow, almost 9 years of being a part of this community. Thanks for your consistency in this volatile world. As somebody recently said, this community and you are helping in so many ways. Good vibes to everyone.
Thank you, buddy. Best to you, man. Best to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Score and continue. Because I'm insane. Yeah.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
No. That doesn't really work for my schedule, buddy. I'm sorry. I think it's much better if I just win in the first round. Without letting you play.
Damn it, I'm so...
Sakura! Here, take it. I reckon I'll stay away from dice for a while.
Can we fight?
Come by another time. I've got better things to do right now.
Like play dice. Okay. Oh, I am under the fox potion. Thank you, Tara. If you look to the left of my my icon down there, you can see the fox potion. Now, apparently they told me I can go like anywhere now, so. Oh my god, we got it. I was not expecting that. Oh. Ooh. Damn, bro. I'll take all that, sure. Nah, can leave that. What is this D? Find the devil according to the blacksmith's directions. Okay, so we'll have to look at that in a bit. Okay. Hey, Ginger, what's up, buddy? Such yoink, very wow. Oh, so very wow. Yes. Okay. Let's go down here.
What are you skulking around for, you crook?
Nothing. All right, we're gonna go talk to the scribe. Yeah, let's go do that next. Can you show your stats page on how much stuff you've stolen? I have stolen like maybe 5K worth of stuff. Like maybe. Maybe 50,000 worth of stuff. Today. That's a little bit. That's a little bit. That's a little bit. Let's go in the castle. Do we have to go in the castle proper to get to this guy? I think we do. Yes. Although, can we get up there from here? No, that just goes under the wall. All right, we gotta go this way. Have I been to the wedding yet? We just finished the wedding. Yep, we are on the very beginning of the non-wedding stuff. Or the after, post-wedding. Yep. We've already done every single thing on the map outside of the wedding, though. What's up, man? I should have brought my books up here. Let's see if he buys them. He may not.
I hear there are demons causing trouble at the castle again.
Again? Is anyone sprinkling yet?
Aye. Me.
That's the only thing that works.
What do you think of all this?
Occasionally, I hear the servants telling stories that sound like they're taken straight out of a Cistercian penitential. Even Gregory the Great, Gregory of Tours, Caesarius of Heisterbach, or Jacobus de Vorgine all share a similar view of unholy forces. The devil,
I was just
as
thinking
the
that.
enemy of both God and man, makes every effort to seduce the soul onto the road to hell, and to harm people however he can. How do you imagine the forces of evil?
A pig's face. Warts all over. And a nasty smell coming from its mouth. Kind of like your mum.
My mum's dead.
So's mine.
Anything else?
And we gained reputation! Oh my god! That was amazing! I'm so glad we did that. Okay.
What kind of tasks do you
Trauma
do for Lord
bonding.
von Berghoff?
Rare ones, lad. His lordship spends little time at Trotsky. As the royal chamberlain, he has to be in Prague most of the time.
That's amazing, dude.
What does the Royal Chamberlain do?
I understand, lad. You're asking about his authority, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I love how they just put a random mom joke out of nowhere. Like they could have done that with any NPC at any point. And they were just like, let's just put a mom joke in there.
I don't know anything at all about
love
him.
it.
Sir Otto von Burgo is the royal chamberlain. Subcamerarius in Latin. He's one of the 9 most powerful officials in the kingdom. He manages the royal towns and monasteries, approves the councillors and abbots in them, and appoints the royal judges.
Okay.
Why does Sir Otto have to be in Prague so often?
Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord is one of the highest royal officials. Praga caput regni, young man. Prague is the heart of the kingdom. All the political threads come together there. It's where they handle administration of the country. If you want to be somebody, you have to go to Prague, or to Moravia, to that traitor Jobst of Luxembourg.
Unfortunately, since we're playing KCD 2, we get to go to Kuttenberg. But KCD 3 is when we go to Prague.
Excuse me, but why do you consider Margrave Jobst a traitor?
And what else should I call a person who only looks out for any chance to benefit himself?
But now he's fighting
politician
for King
is
Wenceslas,
what we call that.
isn't he?
Jobst
Politician.
has changed sides so often it's impossible to keep track. But, to give him credit where credit is due, unlike our king, he's a great politician. Wenceslas wasn't even able to hold on to the imperial crown that his father passed on to him before he died. Yes, indeed. One day that bloody Margrave Jobst of ours is going to make it big. He might even become the emperor himself.
Why doesn't Lord von Berghoff free our King Wenceslas from captivity in Vienna? He's powerful enough for that, isn't he?
It's politics, boy. Pure and simple.
I understand. But could you explain it a bit more for me? Why did they take our king captive? And why did the Czech lords let Sigismund spread all over the country like a plague?
That's complicated. Back during the reign of both King's
We
father,
know this, but it's a
Emperor
good
Charles,
catch-up.
the nobles gained great wealth and power. And when young Wenceslas came to the throne, he didn't have enough experience or courage to stand up to them. That's why he surrounded himself with faithful lower lords and entrusted them with all the royal offices.
I reckon the high nobility didn't like that, eh?
You're damn right they didn't. They conspired against the king and established their League of Lords. That started a protracted war, dragging the king's cousins, Prokop and Jobst of Luxembourg, into it. But King Wenceslas was stubborn, unyielding, and, unfortunately, also often drunk. He preferred to run away from politics to wine, women, and the hunt. It was only a matter of time before the lords conspired with his brother, the Hungarian King Sigismund. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castles occupied by his allies. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly under lock and key.
So von Berghoff and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted the whole country for himself. And now, they can't agree on what to do about it. I think that's why Lord von Berkhoff received your message. He's trying to find new allies among the lower nobility.
So the TLDR is the League of Lords brought in a ringer against Wenceslas, and the ringer came in, and they got him, and now the ringer wants to be the new king, and the people that brought in the ringer are like, oh, yep, whoops.
Who are among Wenceslas's opponents?
Who do you think? All the nobles in the League of Lords, of course. The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz, Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of Schwalberg, and our Sir Otto von Berghoff, too, so far.
But we serve Sahanish of Lipa and Radzig Kobyla.
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully
The
by
lower
Wenceslas
nobility.
because he handed out royal positions to them.
Damn politics.
On the contrary, boy. It's only thanks to politics that von Berghoff didn't send you two to the gallows straight away.
Cool.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Tell me some news from the world.
Fine. But it'll take some time.
That's fine. I need to get my scholarship up.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom. Especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
Why would Nickvard suddenly be avoiding you?
I have a sneaking suspicion. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
Bithar says, I don't think Cohh will finish this before Avowed. Oh, I'm not going to finish this before Avowed. And here's the thing, and I talked about this a little bit. Some people have been posting questions on the CohhCarnage Reddit, and also the YouTube video I did with the update. Here's the thing. No, I'm not going to finish this before Avowed. And no, I may not finish Avowed before I return to this game. But one thing I'm going to do, and I have not done this in the past, but I'm going to do it this time. The short of it is I'm going to begin the games when I want, but I honestly just don't care when I finish them. And what I mean by that is I'm not going to rush any game in the next few months. I'm going to take my time with this game. I'm going to take my time with Avowed. I'm going to take my time when Monster Hunter gets here. And I'm probably going to be playing at least 2, if not all those games going in. Well, probably not Avowed. But there's a chance that we may still be playing this game and what Monster Hunter as we go into March. And that's fine. Like, that's what we'll do. But like, in the past, what I've done is kind of stressed myself out, and to put it bluntly, some of you, by trying to like shoehorn, okay, I'm gonna have this game done by this time, and this game done by this time, and then we'll have this done before this game. I just don't care. And for the record,
they're clapping.
We have 3 sponsored streams. Civ 7, most likely I won't continue that, but we'll see. Exoborn, gonna be taking a look at that one. Looks interesting, but with the other games I have, I probably won't continue it. And Yakuza. Now, Yakuza, the new Yakuza game, I am absolutely going to play beginning to end. But I am not going to try to do that while I'm playing Avowed and KCD. So my plan is to do the promo for Yakuza, probably play it for a couple hours, and then I'm going to gracefully and gently put it down, finish Avowed or KCD, and then return to Yakuza. I don't want to have 3 playthroughs going at once. That's too much. I'm maxed out at 2, and we're going to do that. So that's the plan. That's the plan coming up. Also, I erroneously said that we were playing Avowed all day on the 14th. It looks like it is a standard Steam release. So we'll be playing Avowed at 1 p.m. ET on the 14th, I think, if that's when it comes out on Steam. There's no early thing for it at all for streamers. And we'll play that probably like 4 or 5 hours then. And so kind of get like a little bit of a taste of it before I have to go on vacation. And then I'll come back and we'll figure out our schedule then. Hemelin says, it feels like you should skip Avowed until you get back. It feels weird to play it one day, then skip for 3 days. You know, I was thinking about that. Oh, I'm sorry, the 13th, not the 14th, the 13th. Yeah, 13th. I was thinking about not playing Avowed until I got back, but the short of it is I have been waiting for... Obsidian's one of my favorite companies, and I have been waiting for Avowed since Pillars of Eternity 2. I want to see what the game is like. I'm not going to go on vacation for 3 days and just not know what Avowed plays like, how it feels. So no, I'm going to play Avowed before I go. That'll also give you 3 days for everyone that wants to catch up on YouTube to do so. So I don't think it'll be weird. No, I think it'll be a little disjointed, but I think it's fine. Not stressing it. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Okay, I think we're all set. Great. Let's keep going. 2 is too much? No, it's not, Fred. And also, Fred, please stop just randomly saying you're blocking people because they say no to you. That's a little much, dude. I'm not really feeling that. You're gonna need to calm down a little bit. Has the early access paywall a bit? Yeah, I hate that. I hate the early access thing. So like I'm not a fan of that, where you have to pay. Like the whole thing about game. This is what we kind of called this a while back. We being everyone.
Hydration is required.
Fred says, I was talking to you and he randomly answered. Brother, when you're talking in chat, you're talking to everyone. You can't be offended when other people in chat try to answer for you. Like, or for me. Come on, Fred. You've been here a long time. What do you mean? Come on. So basically just don't be rude. So anyway, the short answer with that is that I've always hated that stuff, but here's what it comes down to. Here's what it comes down to. There are going to be 2 versions of Microsoft games. The version you pay for, that you get early, or the Game Pass version that you have to wait for. And that's how it's going to work. If you're a Game Pass person, you are a second-class gamer. Because almost every major release on Game Pass in the future, if you buy the game, you're going to be playing it earlier. That's just the reality of the situation. If you like, that's what Microsoft is going to do. That's their thing. And they're also really hoping that people buy Game Pass because it's a good value. And then they cherry pick buy the games they want to play early. Because in that case, people are double dipping. And that just makes them even more money for doing absolutely nothing. So, yeah, get used to that, because that's going to be the new normal. The new normal is buy a game and play it a few days early, or have Game Pass and play it later than everyone else. And that sucks. I hate that. I hate it. Like, I think that's ugh, I hate it. I hate it. Yep. I just feel that feels very, that's so corpo. That's so corpo. Yeah. Kind of taints all of Game Pass. Like anytime we talk about Game Pass being a good value, that is now a disclaimer we have to add. Game Pass is a great value. Just keep in mind, you won't be playing the same day everyone else. For new games. That sucks. Brian says, who cares if people can play first? A lot of people do, Brian. Especially for games that have heavy spoilers and that people may want to play before they can go on the internet and see everything that the game has to offer on Twitter or whatever social media they use. So a lot of people care about playing the game early. Especially for games that are like less than 10 hours and story heavy, which we know will be, of course, coming. So, yeah, a lot of people don't want to wait 5 days to play a game that the general community can play. Absolutely. Okay.
The price of such a book must be
that.
incalculable. People like Nick Vard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress.
But I digress.
As I said,
like
Nick
it.
Vard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch the hand.
For a nobleman, Nick Vard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nick Vard is a loner. Which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell.
Oh.
That is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkhove's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
Thank you for that. I may ping you for that. Yeah, I may ping you for that in a little bit.
I'll help you. I'll ask all three and see if they lead me to Nick Vard.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you found out.
Dude, we got a mission.
Before I go,
This is a mission.
can you tell me where I can find those people in the castle?
Who, exactly?
Oh, real quick, by the way. So people in chat are saying, like, Game Pass is still good. I'm not arguing that Game Pass isn't a great value. It's still a fantastic value. Game Pass is still awesome, especially if you don't mind waiting. I'm just saying that it sucks you have to wait. That is a super unnecessary downside to Game Pass that they didn't need to do. Like, that part sucks. But no, I mean, Game Pass still rocks. I mean, for the value and everything, oh yeah, still rocks. Absolutely.
You said Nick
Still can't
Vard
beat
is
it.
avoiding you.
Yeah.
Where at the castle does he live? Are
Nothing
there
comes
any
close.
places he frequents?
Nick Vard lives like a hermit here at Trotsky. Like a ghost. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower. But God knows if he's ever slept there. He took his meals down in the Crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the Knight's Hall, in the Maiden, or looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him a few times with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle.
So I just have to hope I run into him somewhere.
Nick Vard always just shows up. I've rarely ever found him on my own. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since I've been trying myself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Apparently there's an upper version of Game Pass. How much is that one per month? And that one lets you play the games when they come out. Cause of course it does. Oh man. That's rough. How much is it a month for that? Game Pass and then extra Game Pass. I know, right? It's Ultimate Game Pass. It's 18 euros for that. About 20 a month. Create a problem, then solve it, pretty much. It's like 18 bucks. Okay, interesting. Okay.
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the Crone's kitchen. She's there most days. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower castle, across from the door to the dungeon.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkhoff's personal maid, she'll likely be somewhere in the Maiden's Palace, perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps there.
Is there blood on this shirt? How did I get blood on this?
Where is Hirsch, the stable boy?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle. He sleeps in the house directly across from it. I don't know him much, though.
That's everything I needed to know.
Cool. Got a lot of stuff to do now. Jeez. Pouties with a 59 months.
There once was a streamer named Cohh who played video games we all know. He always keeps positive vibes, but when gravity is involved he never survives. He takes his time with the games he plays and sometimes goes slow. I can't wait though, my sub streak just has 10 more months to go.
I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, Pouties. Awesome, dude. Love it. I think I'm supposed to snap at that, I think. But anyway, thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. N is the Nick Vard, the maid. All right, let's see if we can find the maid first. She's on this floor. Oh my, did they fill up all the chests with more loot? Oh my god. Don't do this to me. There we go. Hey girl, what's up?
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
Do you know where I can find Nick Vard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested
Please
in Nick
reread
Vard
chat.
and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nick Vard.
Yeah.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nick Vard?
Okay. Oh, by the way, yeah, I don't like spreading misinformation. Dirty old polo.
Wait, what? Ultimate still doesn't let you play early. I have it and says Avowed is the 18th cause, only get the normal version.
Okay, so that was wrong info. Okay. That is actually wrong info. Interesting. It gives access to both platforms, not any type of early access. Okay, good to know. So there you go. So no, it's still very much, yeah. Okay, here we go. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Now.
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Ah, never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way.
I'm sorry. Last thing I'm going to say, because I'm sick of talking about this. Apparently, Ultimate Game Pass guarantees day one access, but they qualify early access as not day one. What? What is that, day -5? Like, oh my god, dude. That is so corpo. That is like, oh.
The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
Sure.
True enough. Nickford has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. But he thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's Potion Book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old.
I'm sorry,
so
what?
I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I understand. Just one more thing, please. When was the last time you saw Nickford? And where?
The last time was in the Knight's Hall, but that was a long time ago. I found that message a few days ago. Hard to say where he's off to.
Thanks anyway.
Huh. Okay.